started?
Yeah.
And we're back.
We're so back.
And we're double back. we had it when he became president. We're back. We got 3 Make America Great Again hats.
That's funny, too, because I almost didn't put mine on.
Why? Are you still afraid of what the people might say?
No. I just kind of forgot. No. We're back in charge.
And everyone's we never were in charge. This is the first time I ever worn a MAGA hat. Second time I ever worn a MAGA hat.
It's a lot safer. I mean, even Snoop Dogg's doing it, so now it's cool.
If Snoop Dogg's doing it, it's cool.
He was calling everyone an Uncle Tom 4 years ago.
Snoop Dogg's the coolest guy.
I saw him say some crazy
is the coolest.
Things. He said something about, like, if black people voted for him, and it was a crazy statement about black people.
He said, who's going to perform at his inauguration? Which one of you Uncle Toms?
You.
Which is basically...
not a good
What
thing.
is Uncle Tom's Cabin?
That's hilarious.
Yeah. And then he did it this year.
8 years later.
Ago. Oh, yeah. 8 years ago. Wow. Can't believe it was that long ago. Almost a whole decade.
I mean, cherish this time, because it'll come and go.
Well, we'll have J.D. Vance.
Oh, man, J.D. Vance. Didn't even know the guy. Comes out of nowhere.
I didn't know him. I did not know him until Trump said his name.
Yeah, great eyelashes. That's all I know.
Yeah.
I thought that dude was wearing mascara or something.
He kind of looks like Derek Carr. Derek Carr always looks like he's wearing eye makeup.
Football quarterback.
I agree.
Football quarterback.
Football quarterback.
Speaking
Raiders.
of the college football championships on.
Oh, should I go get my?
Should
I go get my fantasy football trophy?
Oh no, yeah, I'll check it out though.
Nobody gave me the props that I wanted on that fantasy football trophy.
Oh, Zach, thank you.
Good job, thank you. More
I
likes
think that they
or
liked
something.
it. Your name's engraved in it forever. That's what I
my name
from
is
it.
the only one on the front. I put everybody else on the back of the trophy.
I saw that.
Yeah, I thought I would have gotten more laughs or something. Anyways, it's January 20th. Trump is in office, and we watched Squid Games Season 2.
Squid Games slaps.
I beg to differ on this second season.
Oh, wow, we're going to have different ratings, that's for sure.
Oh, man, are you up there with, like, a House of the Dragons?
Squid Game is better than House of the Dragons.
You're daft.
Squid Game is better than... Squid Game's better than that zombie
Squid Game Season 2, I think Squid Game Season 1 is better than both seasons of House of the Dragon. I think Squid Game Season 2 left a lot up in the air.
Because they're doing like a part 2, but the first 7 episodes were elite, just as good as Season 1.
But if they did a part 2, then I would have liked to think that...
You know what's great? I never get to catch you. Like, if they're
doing a part 2, then I think that we should, like, it's the same thing I hate about Invincible.
No, because they're doing it in 2025. And it's more episodes. It was a whole 7.
I hate when they split the parts.
I agree, but I'm going to give them a little bit of slack because they're Korean. I don't know how long things take over there.
Oh, there's like a war going on at the moment as well.
Yeah. I'm not trying to be racist.
Shout out to my boy Do Young.
Should I hit the intro?
Yeah, go ahead and hit
Sure. Yeah, we were just riffing like crazy over here.
It's like 15 minutes.
Movie night. Movie night. Movie night. Ain't no doubt we about to watch one. Movie night. Turn it on. Gotta get it started. Let's watch a movie tonight. 'Cause movie nights are always the best of times. Got to keep on watching. Keep on watching. Got to keep on watching. Keep on watching.
Got to keep on watching, and that we do, folks.
That we do.
Hey, 2 guys walk into the bar. Wait, should I start the intro?
Hudson's not caught up on his politics.
Zach's gotten really good at hitting the intro.
It's the first lull
right
you
in
find.
the lull, and then it's like, boo.
It could be 45 minutes in.
I knew that was going to grind his gears.
This idiot!
It's Zach's best producer move. I mean, he really does just
I thought they'd get a rise out of you.
It's like, oh, boom, boom. Oh, wave, lull.
Good laugh.
Boom,
no, I knew what I was
boom.
supposed to do. I just thought they'd get a rise out of
Hey,
you.
man. Well, I don't know why that's your sole purpose.
Did you see the You have Instagram? Do you see like the movie nights post from Instagram?
Oh,
I showed him the picture.
yeah.
Did you not like notice when you took it? But I
Here's
don't know
what
what
happens. You
I
make
knew
a
I
lot
was there eating a 6-foot hoagie. I was in Philadelphia.
Here's what happens.
Eating
You
a
make a
6-foot
lot
hoagie.
of bad faces during the pod. Whenever
Well, I'm trying to be funny. I'm not
You're
trying
like,
to be handsome the whole
"Oh,
time.
my
And
bad."
also, I know because you're taking the screenshots. If you had an ugly face and I even looked the slightest bit
I don't
normal.
really have too many ugly faces. I mean, I'm trying
my
to
God.
Zach, you're
But
much
they're-
more expressive than John is. And when John talks, he's smiling right now. Look at him.
Yeah.
Look how good he looks right
You do.
now.
Thank you.
You look
I'm not
pissed.
trying to my own.
It's a bad time to bring this up. Look at
Look
you
at
now.
John looks like when I give him a
You look
compliment.
angry.
You look mad.
Look at
What's
that.
that? What's this show when he's like, I can never get a bad photo of myself, and they like keep on trying to take a bad photo of him, and then it's like
This is not The Office.
he looks. Maybe it's
Oh, no,
How I Met Your Mother, and it's Barney,
There you go.
and he's like, they try and take a bad photo of him, and every time he's like in his tie, like whenever
Good
I'm
photo.
scrolling the YouTube, it's like that, and you're over here like. I'm like, well, he won't like that one, so
I meant for radio.
Yeah,
So,
I mean, you yell a
I
lot,
was
so your mouth
scrolling.
is open very wide.
No,
And so I
John
couldn't
is-
find a good one, so I might as well find a funny one. This is what Zach said. I posted it, and he said, "You did me dirty on this last post. Change it." Freaking blowing D and cradling the balls.
The only thing I won't do in this episode is recreate that for the picture because I know it's just going to be week to week.
Before you said it, I screenshot. I was like, "Oh, this one's kind of funny," and I did kind of think, "Oh, like if someone wanted to draw a penis going in his mouth, and you know they could easily do
You
that."
kind of thought.
but I had already looked through it, and it takes a while to find one. So I was like, "All right, it is what it is."
So what time are we at now?
This would have been a perfect time to hit the intro.
What do you mean, like 8:02? I don't see what.
Oh, he wants to know. He wants to have a good face for.
You said 15 minutes at the start of our freaking intro.
What are we
Oh, I
on?
made
What-
that up.
what- how
we're
much
at
time
7
into the
minutes
episode?
and 50 seconds.
All right.
7 minutes.
Yeah, no, I'm a bad judge of time.
See, he wants me to look back at this time.
Yeah,
To
no.
have a good screenshot. All right.
Oh, that's it.
Yeah.
That's the
Whenever
one.
my lights get good.
That's a good one.
All right.
I'll go back to 18 minutes. Give or take.
Yeah, he cut it off. He
Fine,
said
do you-
7 minutes or something. I can't believe you did that to me. I saw the clip and I didn't know what
You
the
know
hell
who you
was.
reminded me of? Ava. Take that off. Delete it.
Ava looked normal and happier than I've ever seen her. I looked like I was
That's true.
scarfing down
It was a great
of me.
scarf.
I mean, there
You
was
looked
no...
happy.
I was happy.
You did look happy about it.
Son of a bitch. It's not any better.
All right.
All right, let's do a rating.
Ready?
Hudson, you got a rating?
Yeah.
1, 2, 3.
9.2.
8.5.
What'd you say?
I said 8.3.
Nice.
That was my original vote until you were like, whoa, but Hudson always does this with...
I thought that was a good.
Yeah,
rating.
I mean, that's
But
good.
his ratings are like, I don't think he knows our
I think
scale
Squid
as
Game's a
much.
top-notch show.
I think it was a very good show. That's why
I think it's better than
I
The
think
Last
season
of
1
Us.
was way better. And also, are you watching the show in dubbed?
Obviously.
Oh.
Which makes me think that 9.2 with you in dubbed would be the greatest show of all
That's a
time if you watched it in
9.9.
Korean. Because me and Hudson have gone back and forth with this. Not even
Oh
back
my
and
gosh,
forth like
how
we're
much
arguing.
changes?
Bro, it goes from this.
It goes from
like,
corny to like
Yeah.
badass.
It goes from like
so the
you.
characters aren't corny and
Heck no.
No,
Oh.
I mean like the ones that are supposed to be funny are still funny, but it's in a different tone.
Like whenever you
It's
listen
Korean
to it on
comedy.
dub,
They're
it,
acting corny though too.
no, it feels like you're listening
All
to like
Asians
a books
act a
on
little
tape.
bit corny.
Marie, yes, Marie. That scene. With
I mean,
Marie
Yeah, but
It's
that's
like
way
goofy.
more corny in English than it would be if
That's
you
the
watched
first
it in its
corny scene I
original
could
time.
think of.
And anytime they try to be serious, it's it's like
I've looked past it. I've had years of practice. I don't I don't watch anything subbed. I watch everything that I need to dubbed.
Did you
so
watch
I just give them
Parasite?
like, it's a little corny, but I'll take that to a little language barrier. I can look
do
right
it with
past it.
anime because they're mouths or cartoons, so it doesn't make a difference. But like with real people, it's
Honestly,
just, you can
sometimes
tell.
I'm like, did he just say that? Because it's
Well, no, sometimes it's funny, I guess, in Squid Games that the
Thanos.
dude, Thanos, he speaks in English a lot of the time. Like, just because he's like a rapper.
But it's not him speaking in English, it's the voice actor
And
speaking as him.
you can tell in the
English.
dub because it sounds like a dude trying to do a Korean accent. Like, it sounds like an American dude doing a Korean accent every now and again because he'll be like, yeah, boy, or something like that. And he'll be like, hey, come over here. Yeah, boy. And then he'll like continue his terrible dub.
Well, I should have to try it in sub, but I already think it's a great show.
You're not gonna watch
I like
it
it more than you guys, so maybe subbed is better than dubbed.
It's true.
Dubbed is better than
you're a
subbed.
dumbass.
You're the one who.
Sorry.
It's just as good as.
Trump and MLK Day. Not GDT MLK. Yeah, I don't want to put those two together. They're both great, but separate but equal. Jeez.
I think it.
That's more of
taking
a
a hole
Malcolm
here.
X thing, not an MLK thing.
Trying to find.
Separate but equal.
You didn't like it as much as season 1?
Absolutely not. I think season 1 had better characters that I liked more. Like, okay, so the nuts lady in season 2, the like prey to the water gods, was equivalent to like the weird girl that was obsessed with the guy who was like the meanest in season 1.
Yeah.
And I like the girl that was obsessed with the mean guy in season 1 way more than I like her.
No, they're both hateable. They're both just the worst characters.
No,
in the
I
film.
liked her more because she was the other lady was weird about like the water god and stuff and like all
The
this
other
stuff.
girl is like banging them and stuff and being all.
That's her prerogative.
That's on her.
You just don't go after my god.
She was in. I don't know. I thought those were both the worst parts of each season, so that's not what I'm going to rate it on.
Yeah, but
Which
those were both the
least
worst
favorite
parts, and there was
part?
one that was significantly less worse. I
Hey.
hated that lady more.
No,
I agree with you,
the season
Zach.
1 lady was much worse.
That's agrees.
Much worse than season 1.
You're falling off a cliff. Okay, so if you rated season 2, what'd you rate it? 9.2?
I thought, you know how I came up with that rating? I rated this, The Last of Us, at 9.1. I thought this was better than The Last of Us.
No, because we just did that with something else.
And I rated that at 9.3.
What was that though?
Penguin, I think.
Oh my God, you're putting this 1 point away
Yeah.
from Penguin. 0.01.
Yes.
No. I just can't believe it. Well,
That's
I
what I'm
mean,
doing.
with my rating, we'll take away Hudson's rating, 9.2, 8.5.
I would much rather...
The high 8.
I would be way more excited about another season of Squid Game than
Penguin?
than The Last of Us. No, I rated
Oh.
Penguin higher
Okay.
than The Last of Us, and I would be much more excited about 10 more episodes of Squid Game than 10 more episodes of House of the Dragon.
I'd be...
Yeah. I
House
agree.
of the Dragon, I'm out on.
No.
I could care less.
I'm gonna watch it, but I'm like not. It's just like it just.
You'd have
is.
to ask me in season 3 of House of the Dragon.
Give it one more season.
Yeah, because I feel like this is all prep.
Well,
and
then get
like
Squid
they
Game
have...
We know what's gonna happen though.
Yeah,
right?
but Squid Game, that's fair. Give
But-
Squid Game one more, but House of the Dragon is meant to be prep.
But it,
like-
you know the
I don't think it
ending,
is.
though.
I think it's meant to milk the clock.
Well,
to
they're
make
milking
a
the
dime.
clock for the story. The whole Damon thing with his freaking acid trip in that rainy
dude, they're not
Seattle.
building a story. They're milking clock.
Yeah.
It's different.
Yeah.
There
They're
is
making
like
a
there
dime.
is a argument to be
I
made
agree.
where it's like, listen, we don't want 5 seasons where it's like
2 seasons worth of stuff.
like we don't want this. Just make it 3, make it great, end it.
That's right.
I honestly like. There's a breath of fresh air when I finish a show.
Oh, for sure.
When I'm like the show is over and I'm like, okay, that was
Yeah.
fantastic. I'm done.
It'd be
show's
cool,
done.
honestly, if all dramas were only like 3 seasons.
House of the Dragon. You think that's a drama?
Yeah. I'm talking about anything like a comedy. They can keep going because you can like watch those aimlessly.
Yeah,
But
but that's
for
mindlessly, and then you're like, see, I mean, there's always a fall off on all those
For
shows.
instance, I'm watching Lost right now, and it has fallen off a cliff. And
Oh
I've
yeah,
never
but
seen
once it
before,
falls
but
off a cliff, I end up not watching it.
I'm trying to push through because I just want to see it now that I'm like on season 4.
People
Occasionally
like
I turn on an episode.
It was like in high school when Lost was getting big, and people were like, "Lost, man, Lost, Lost, Lost," and I'm like, "Shit."
It's pretty.
I'm out of this, and then I watched like 5 seasons when I was like in college,
Uh-huh.
and then I skipped to the last season, last episode, figured out what happened, and then I never watched it again.
You skipped to make.
I
it
said,
to
"This
the
is all dumb as hell." Like
Yeah,
at
it's
some point,
getting
I was
pretty-
like,
it's getting pretty.
they were
crazy.
climbing into a bunker. There were people in the bunker down there.
Oh, that's like season 2. Wait till season 4.
That's about as far as I got.
Season 4. They're about to move the island.
What?
Huh?
I don't know. That's
Isn't it like supposed to be like purgatory?
Also, that would make some
Sorry.
sense.
You
dude.
have no idea.
That would make some sense.
That would
make
make
some
that would, really.
Well,
You have no idea how Lost ended.
no, did you just
It's not
ruin it?
purgatory.
Because Watt already ruined something for me too. I said, yeah, nowadays I'm watching Lost. We were talking about if you're watching anything. I was like, yeah, I'm watching Lost. I've never seen it, so I'm just turned it on. It's on Netflix. He goes, oh, have they gone back to the island yet? Gone back? They haven't even
Gone
left.
back to the island?
Like, what do you mean? Why
You
would
don't leave the island once you make it to the island, bud.
now they're-
That was pretty good.
And
It was a
now
good
they're,
Lost impression.
That was a great. I don't want to narrow it down, but you know what I was going for, and I crushed it.
Jamaican?
Jamaican?
Whoa! I'm Trump's America.
What?
I don't know. But yeah, Lost is good. They are not in purgatory. They're all going to live a happy life by the end of it. Trust me.
Yeah, they all live. It's all great. And
Yeah, they get saved at the end.
They
Just
all
like
get
Grey's
married.
Anatomy.
some of them
in
have
that
already gone
airplane.
home, and now they're going to kill
Hell
them
yeah,
back.
they've gone home.
They come back, they make the island a spa resort,
Yeah.
and then everyone comes, has a good time. The
Yeah, I mean, if
bunker
it's
is
just a
like-
free island, why is...
Yeah, free island with a bunker?
What is the one with the pigs?
Pig Island?
No. The kids and the pigs.
Lord of the Flies?
Or the Flies?
Thank you. Yeah, I was trying to
I don't think there's pigs. I think one of the kids.
There's
name is
like a
Piggy.
dark movie of Lord of the Flies that happens in like the 80s, and there is a ton of murder, especially the chubby
Just
kid.
The story of...
Lord of the Flies.
Yeah,
The book.
yeah.
I've read it. I
It
was
made it
told to
seem
read
like
it.
in the movie there was a bunch of murder as opposed to the
Yeah,
book.
I
like
kind of
on-
forgot
on
about
set.
it. I kind of forgot about it. They were doing a little riffing on set.
In Squid Game, how big of an idiot is the main guy to not know that the guy who's wearing number 1 is bad?
Oh,
Yeah.
Jim Woo?
Yeah.
Is that the actor's name?
No.
You know, in the first one, the old guy's
Son,
wearing
son.
number 1, and
Yeah.
he's bad. This time,
Oh,
it's-
I mean, I would at least be skeptical.
Suspicious, yeah.
Yeah, like you're like, okay, well, I'm gonna keep my eye on you, and then like there's so many scenes where number 1 like looks evil.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's
Like
something sus.
it's like, oh, why don't we just like kill them?
yeah.
And
Or everyone will be freaking
Son
out
Woo.
and he'll just be like, I think we should do this. And you're just like, why? And then that other guy's like, I don't know about number 1, man.
no, I hated that scene because he was like, hey man, I gotta tell you something, and then he was like, all right, tell me. And he was like, I'm gonna hold, just like, let's wait for this to end. And then he was like, listen man, I really gotta tell you. And then he was like, oh, just wait for the game to be over. And then the guy, the main character, was like, what were you trying to tell me about number 1? And he still didn't tell it. And then the Marine that turned out to be a huge freaking buzz. Oh my gosh,
He
freaking
ruined
medic
it.
or something.
He
He
ruined
was
it.
reserved.
Yeah, he was like, hey man,
He was in logistics.
this guy was saying some wackadoo shit about you earlier. Like you murdered somebody. Like there was like this part right before they like did the whole like everybody go to sleep where the Marine was like, he was talking about you behind your back.
Yeah.
And I just want you to know that.
Yeah.
I don't get that.
It was also super douche.
Marine to Marine, that's like a fraternal brother being like,
I-
hey, he's got a crush on
He
you.
didn't seem like he was trying to out homie. He seemed like the type of dude that was so dumb that he was just like, what was he trying to talk? Like, he didn't realize that it was like a
It
bad
would be like
thing.
Taylor's
He
pregnant.
was just like,
Everyone knows Taylor's pregnant. It would be like if I.
congratulations. I did not know
thank you.
Taylor.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
See, that's how good I am at keeping secrets. I said Hudson. I probably already told
I don't
Hudson.
remember
He
the
was
part
like,
you
yeah.
What part are you talking about with the Marine telling on his
They
Marine?
were all eating food, and this is like the lunch before they all or dinner before they all go to bed, and they were eating sushi with forks. Like they gave them all metal forks because they were like planning for this whole murder thing to go down.
Yeah.
And also the murder thing, like they went to the
was it
bathroom.
like they don't normally get forks over there?
They
No,
gave
they're
forks
eating
and
it with
glass bottles.
sushi.
I
And
saw
then-
them give them forks and like, oh yeah, you're gonna get murdered. But if you gave us a bunch of forks, I think we would just think like, oh, thanks for time to eat. Of course,
Yeah,
we got a fork.
obviously.
Obviously, you're gonna give us a fork.
Not if we're like 5 days into being
Also,
in the
if they
Squid
were giving me
Games, eating with our
plastic
hands,
utensils the
thinking
whole
about
time.
murdering people.
If they were giving me plastic utensils and then all of a sudden they gave me a metal fork, I'd be like,
Yeah, it's a sketch.
I would be on edge the whole time. There were a ton of people like the whole like massacre happens in the bathroom in like the 7th episode,
Yeah.
and so it's zeros versus X's, and they're like the X's kill 3 zeros and the zeros kill 2 X's.
Yeah.
So the X's are ahead, and then like all the people are like, "Hey, we won. All we have to do is just like vote tomorrow, and we'll be fine."
Yeah.
Clearly, there's going to be a situation where they are going to try and kill you to lose the vote.
What did the Marine snitch on?
He was like, "Hey man," like he went to number 1. They were like eating their food, and then he like they were all in their group because they had like their group of 10, and number 1 was sitting right beside him, and the guy, the Marine who he respected, walked up and he was like, "Oh yeah, like he was saying some crazy stuff about you earlier," and then the guy was like, "Bah, bah, 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 bah."
What did he say about him earlier?
He was like, something's off about no.
They did the carousel thing, and like
I
there were
remember the
supposed to
part
be
you're
2
talking
people.
about. I know, Hudson's right. I think he's dumb.
Yeah, it just seemed like he was innocent.
Well, he was
and just,
obviously like the worst Marine of all time.
In that scene,
seemed like a nice
number
guy.
1 says something like, "Here."
I don't want a nice guy being a Marine.
In that
sure.
scene,
Keep that in Korea.
Whoa.
in that scene, the number 1 guy says something about, like, "Hey, yeah, you want my milk? I don't drink milk." Evidently, in season 1, the old man says, "My son doesn't drink milk either," or something like that.
Oh.
So I think
No.
Yeah.
he could be that guy's dad.
For sure.
No way.
I don't know how
I
that
think
makes
there's like
sense.
another generation in between them.
I mean,
They'd
you
seem
can have a
pretty-
kid at
No,
40.
no, you can be 50 and have a kid
There was a guy I went to
Yeah, I know
high
it's
school
possible.
with. His dad died in middle school
of old age.
of old age. Guess how old he was?
93.
78.
80.
Holy cow.
80 something. I don't even remember.
78,
80 something.
93, 80.
He was in
I
a-
was like, I
he
was
was in
hoping we
a-
were like equidistant.
He was in a nursing home.
I
when
was
he
2 away.
Yeah.
died. Yeah.
No.
What? And how old was the kid?
Are we certain he was
13,
80?
14.
Oh, Robert
Yeah,
De
bro.
Niro like just had a kid, and I think
Yeah,
he's
that's
like
possible.
already.
That's not
80.
Robert De Niro. It's Al
Pacino and Robert De Niro, I think both did it.
Oh, I didn't know what Al Pacino did. I knew
I think
Robert.
I thought it was Al Pacino. I didn't know about De Niro.
I'm pretty sure they both did.
That's crazy.
Well, I hate to think that there's another De Niro walking around.
And they're
'cause that
probably
guy's
like-
a pussy.
He's
Why?
got to be like.
Oh, he just talks way too much about politics.
Oh, does he?
You have no idea about politics. I mean,
You have no idea.
you don't even know. Take
Yeah.
that out,
I'm wearing the
45
hat.
47. No, but I think
And
De
then
Niro's
how
a
about
puss.
that when you were saying that Marine was being a puss? How about that chick? She was absolutely killing it. I'm starting to think
yeah.
we need
Chick?
we need more girls in
Oh
the
yeah,
military.
they're brave, dude. They decided to transition, put them on the front line. That's got to be the bravest thing you got to go through. I mean, like I don't know.
That chick had some balls.
We
was
should
just
look up, like, the-
boom, 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 boom.
Too good.
Because I think in season 1 we looked it up, and the final payout was about $32 million by the end,
Yeah.
and they were getting like 800,000 won.
Juan.
It's called like one.
But
Okay.
like, I would like to know what that
Conversion.
transitions to. Like, they're probably getting like 200 grand, something like that.
Mm-mm.
Oh, a piece.
Like,
How about
they
the
were
debt
getting
that they were all
pretty
in?
freaking close.
I mean, I don't know how much. I'd like to know what that was in American dollars. And they're like, I'm 8,000,001 in debt. And they're all in like millions of debt because that one guy that screwed him on Bitcoin or other crypto.
Yeah, how many of these people were victims to this guy being like, hey, I got an altcoin here that everybody should invest in. It's going to be huge. And then
I say invest at your own risk.
also, why would you like put your face on that? If I was going to do an altcoin where I promoted it, I would promote it to a point. I've already thought about this. I would promote, like, there's like altcoins where like there's like this big thing in cryptocurrency where like
Hawk Tua's coin?
oh, like all that, like Hog Tua, like it's this 50 that. Do you know who that girl is?
Have you ever seen
So
that
this
video?
like this nasty blonde hair girl who's like pretty
She got
southern.
famous for some like
They were like
interview that they had with her on the street, and then she had like her 15 minutes of fame because she said something vulgar. And then
they were like how would, I don't know what the question was. It was like, how would you make your boyfriend happy? And she was like, I would
Hawk Tua, spit on that thing.
that girl.
That's what she said.
Okay.
And then Hunt, which is like one
People
of our
thought it was
friends,
funny.
Yeah.
People,
had a Green Bay jersey that said Hawk Tua on it, and then it's number 69, and he got obliterated on Twitter
Good.
to an extent that like people were like hating him in different states,
Nice.
which I think
Nice.
is fantastic. That would be
Yeah.
my favorite thing of all
Trans
time.
Dude,
anyways,
hate.
she got famous. She started a podcast. Fantastic name, Talk Tua. And
Great name.
great name.
The name is
Fantastic
half the
name.
battle.
Yeah, I mean,
Our last name is Knight. If y'all didn't understand the
yeah. Maybe they don't get it.
yeah.
But great name for a podcast. But then she started a crypto coin, and
It was called like
I don't understand.
Tua coin or something.
I don't understand all the ins and outs, but evidently everyone invested and everyone lost
Huge
their
market
money.
cap. Everybody thought it had crazy potential. They all put their money into it. It immediately just dissolves. I'm assuming she made a ton of money off of it, and then all these people that invested idiotically. I mean, they should. I don't even know how you could like sue her for that. You guys are the morons that invested.
Yeah.
I was one of them. Anyways, I'm
Were
just
you?
kidding. No, I would have never. But so she like there was this like clip of her being like everybody's like, I've lost hundreds of thousands of dollars. This is the most embarrassing thing of all time. And you're freaking me out, Hudson.
The camera said some shit.
Oh,
It's back
jeez, it's right there. Say don't switch. But yeah, so she was like, anyways, y'all, I'm going to bed. Good night. And then like that's the last we've heard of her to this point.
Yeah. I think the cam's in the sketch for sure.
Why
Because
is
that's
the
not what
cam
I'm
in the
doing.
Shit, you're in Frozo.
All right, we're going strictly off recording.
That's all right. That's okay.
Why don't we just go
Hudson's
strictly,
off.
strictly
John.
Zach?
Yeah, we can just ride on
Why
Zach.
just go strictly Zach?
Get my picture right.
It's fine.
Oh, there's John's photo. now I gotta think of
You got him on a little double chin action.
Wait.
You better say
What do you
something.
mean by that? There you go.
Why is it on switch
What a
back?
dweeb.
I like
John's talking to
Taylor immediately knew that the captain of the ship was going to be bad.
Really?
No, that's impressive because
That was
I did
impressive.
not until he killed the guy.
I said, well, she might have not believed it after I told her, no, he's not bad, you idiot. And then...
That's what you told her? The woman who's cooking.
I didn't say
A
you
child
idiot,
in her
but
belly
I
for
said,
you?
I don't think he's bad.
She's got the flu.
Yeah.
Faker.
Fake.
That's why I thought you were not going to show up today.
Yeah, well,
Well, you're still
you already
doing
asked me like 10 times before that. So we still potting? Also, this is me.
No, I did not. I
Hey,
asked you twice
I'm gonna
today.
watch Squid Games season 2. We should pot it next. I'm gonna start it tonight. I'll probably finish in a week. Okay, cool. I'm gonna start it tonight. I'm gonna finish it tonight. That's what you said.
And here's
And then 3 weeks later.
I was like, oh, I could probably binge that in a day. And I did binge it on Saturday to the point where I was, but the startup was slow. I was not very interested in watching it. I was watching it with Matt and Hudson. They kind of took off without me because I went to bed early. and I had no interest in really watching the
It
show.
didn't start off slow. The season was great. I don't know what your problem is. I don't know what your problem is.
You just haven't watched as much anime cinema as me.
I don't want to. This is better.
Not really anime.
It's not at all.
Asian.
Yeah.
Asian cinema.
Oh, here's
Did you
the point.
watch Parasite in dubbed or subbed?
I've read all of Parasite. I
Read
did
all
do
of
that.
Parasite.
I read
Acts
all
like
of
it's
it.
on a piece of paper.
I had
That's
to.
weird.
I had
You
to.
read all of Peaky Blinders, and they're speaking
I
something
also
close
listened
to
to
English.
it though too. I could hear it as well. And I only read Peaky Blinders when I'm like, "What did he say?" And then I look down. I'm like, "Oh, okay."
No, you're reading it subconsciously the whole entire time.
Simultaneously.
Do you think that? Can you guys look at words and pictures at the
Yeah.
same
You
time?
read
If you
you can
watch
practically
enough of
read
it,
the sentence twice.
You just stop thinking about it. Like
And you're looking at them both?
technically are. Like if you start to think, it's like if you start to think about breathing, like you're gonna start breathing. And
Oh yeah, or like looking at your nose.
yeah, or something.
But
like
you're
that.
saying because you can't look at them at the same time.
No, you can.
You can in a way, but like it's also like the
One of
words
them's
will
not
pop
going to be in
up.
focus.
The words will pop up and be like,
Hey man,
oh,
take it easy.
Yeah, hey man, take it easy, and then it'll be like that for like 4 seconds. So it's like, hey man,
Dude,
take
you'll
it easy.
end up
and then
like
you
you'll
watch
think you'll read the sentence, look at the scene that's happening, and then you'll be like, "Oh, I'm pretty sure I need to read again." And then you'll read the same sentence again. I've read the same sentence like twice on accident.
Man, you do a lot of reading.
Yeah, and
big
it is
reading.
not helping. I don't feel like, oh man, at this point I should have like a. Then you start using bigger words in anime.
Oh, this is what I was going to say. What he did with his money, buying that hotel, one of the
Dumb.
coolest things you could do with your
Oh
money.
yeah, I thought it was cool too.
An abandoned hotel where you own the whole
I was
hotel.
trying to get. I agree.
You
Okay.
said dumb.
Yeah,
I
I just
know.
say dumb.
Yeah, it's pretty sick.
He had a whole room just for his
You got all
money.
that wine?
Then he had an underground
Yeah.
thing where he could shoot. He had
Oh,
the
he
whole
was like,
thing
yeah, I gotta
security
shoot.
out.
Oh, that was
That was
sick.
tight.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, that's one of the coolest things I think you can do. Penguin did the same thing.
What do you do?
The Penguin at the end, he moved into a penthouse that looked like an abandoned hotel.
The underground. Oh, well, that was just
In
an
the Penguin,
abandoned hotel.
he was living in the penthouse of an abandoned hotel in that city that I think was like the real ghetto that they like shut down the lights off and
in the
stuff.
ghetto.
In the ghetto.
What's that from?
Elvis.
It's Elvis, but it's also from New Girl. Like I think that's
That's what I'm getting
yeah,
it
yeah.
from.
I mean,
That's embarrassing.
Nick's dad.
Oh, you're like this big effing Elvis guy over here. Name 5 Elvis songs right now.
No.
You can do it.
You can
I
probably
don't
do
think
it.
I can do that.
I can name like 1.
Yeah,
In the
I'm so
ghetto.
stuck
Go
on
for
in the
3.
ghetto now.
I had to think about the movie.
I didn't
Oh,
watch
with
it.
frickin' Christian
Oh, man.
Bale.
What?
What?
Christian Bale is Elvis. You guys have not seen that movie?
No, he's not
that a movie?
Elvis.
Oh, you're talking about the new Elvis. I'm talking. Christian Bale is my Elvis.
And what?
Elvis, the movie.
Christian Bale.
Just like he's my Batman. Christian Bale is my Elvis.
he hasn't been
He's my
Elvis.
Batman. He's my Joker.
Who's your Spider-Man?
I'd say Tom Holland.
Tom Holland?
Tom Holland is my Spider-Man. Tobey Maguire is my Spider-Man, as in, like, I grew up with Tobey Maguire. I think Tom Holland does the best Spider-Man. I think he does the best of both of them.
I think he matches the character very well.
There you go. Tom Holland.
I like Toby though. I like his movies better.
I like Andrews the best.
Yeah, they are good.
I think he's the best actor. Toby's a little bit of a
The
grumpy
second
Gus.
one that Tobey Maguire did might be the
Have you
best
seen-
one.
Yeah, the octopus one.
That might be the best one of them all.
I agree.
Oh, when he goes,
His
when he
first
goes
two
black.
can compete with all of Tom
Yeah.
Holland's. The third one is trash.
When he
What
goes
is
black
the third
Spidey.
one?
It's like when the Black Spider-Man.
Oh
and
yeah, so the
the
Venom
Sandman.
one. It's the
Yeah,
Venom-
yeah.
Is that
I
the
like
second
that
one?
I thought
No,
there
that's
was
the
some
third.
goofy
I think it was
stuff
good.
in
I
it.
like when he's like snapping in the
Yeah,
hall.
that's what I'm
and
saying.
he's like,
I was that's all I was
and
just
all
saying.
the
there was some
biddies are
goofy
like
stuff in it.
looking at him like he's like
Yeah.
this hunk and it's just a 5'8", slowly getting fatter. Like Tobey Maguire at the start
he's
of Spider-Man was like, he was like Spider-Man material, and then he
he's like
slowly
old.
got like older and older.
Yeah.
And then it's like this 36-year-old trying to play a 21-year-old, and he's snapping down the halls.
Dude, they're not looking at him like he's hot stuff.
Yeah.
They think he's a loser. He
Yeah.
thinks he's hot stuff in that scene.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Did they go back I'm
No,
pretty
it's
sure
nothing.
in the scene they're all like, "Whoa."
No, I think
This
they're
guy's
kinda
hot
like,
stuff.
they're more
He's
like,
looking at everybody like that. And
He
everyone's
thinks
like, what
he's
are you
hot
doing?
stuff.
Oh,
They
so
think
they
he's
go
a-
back. It's almost like a
There's
freaking
not a
like.
go back.
there's
There's
got
got
to
to be
back.
a go back.
No,
just
when he
wrong.
walks by them,
I
he thinks he's hot
swear.
stuff. They
Yeah.
think he's a dweeb.
There's only
They're
one
just
scene.
like- and he's just
Oh, I
like,
thought they were all like, "Whoa,
no, he's
Nah.
like that.
Toby."
Uh,
Not a lot of Tobys.
My
That kid.
uncle's name is Toby.
Yeah,
There you go. One Toby.
I can't say anything.
on your dad's side?
Mom's side.
Ah, damn.
I can't say anything about that.
Could've
Toby.
been Toby Keith.
Yeah, for sure. I thought about that a lot.
Whoa, your
You
uncle's
thought
Toby
that-
Keith?
You guys all go, my uncle's Toby, and people will be like, Toby Keith? I'll be like, nope. Not at all.
You wish.
Where's Matt Aiken? He must be-
Toby's cooler. He just likes Oregon football and has
Alabama football.
Alabama football.
Where's,
Has a little bit of a mental retardation.
He has cerebral palsy.
Ah,
Yeah. Cerebral palsy. I met him. Strong handshake.
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 There you
hand
go.
strain.
He got me. He just don't
His
say it.
bedroom is like a mausoleum to Alabama football. It's pretty tight.
Oh, really?
Yeah, he's got a bunch of national championship rings.
Oh, yeah, on the screen.
Yeah.
He
Yeah,
has
Toad
real
gets
national
all the
championship
merch.
rings?
Yeah, he gets some.
How?
He used to know Coach Dubose, which was the coach before Nick Saban.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, so he's got a bunch of them.
I thought it was the Oregon Ducks.
Nope, you're just wrong.
Is he not from Oregon?
Nope.
Oh, you have
The
leukemia.
the cousin that had
Boom.
leukemia.
Okay.
He's from Oregon.
That's a cousin in leukemia. Toby. That's how we bonded back in the day. We both had.
Oh, that's not,
Yeah.
that's not true. Yeah.
Where's
But yeah.
Matty Aches?
He's in Denver.
Wow.
Yeah, he's in Denver.
Let's go
Him
Denver.
and Cole Franklin are both in Denver.
They're going to hang out?
Matt certainly wants them to. As long as Matt
Cole,
is,
not so sure.
as long as Matt isn't sleeping in my living room, then we're good. But I mean, once I have the house, which will be in like 3 months, I'll have a room.
Just for Matty Aches.
Yeah,
Matty Aiken's room.
we're not calling it that.
He is.
He'll take full advantage of it.
I'm going to my room.
Put my bed here.
You don't live here.
The house is coming together though.
You know, do your Matty Aiken so I can try it really quick.
I mean, me and Nuts have done this before, but it's
You got
like,
a great one. He
I
does,
gotta
that.
think of like something.
He does that too.
Yeah, well,
Yeah. Well.
I wanted to go to this babe store tomorrow, but I think we should go to Cracker Barrel first, and then
That is.
I told him about like that whole thing with like I love Matt, and I don't want to talk shit about him behind his back, but I won't.
Well, you can always tell him
Up
about
till
the
now.
pod.
Yeah, Matt, just listen to this pot.
We talk a little bit of shit about you. I didn't want to do it behind your back.
I told Matt about that whole like you get a cherry peppermint stick from Cracker Barrel, you put in a lemon,
Yeah.
you suck on it for 30 minutes, and all of a sudden you got cherry lemon juice.
Yeah.
And like that's all he could talk about for like
His eyes lit up.
oh man, there's like times like that where it's
It
like
was
oh
fantastic.
another thing
It's a
was
good
like
treat.
Yeah.
Matt did the same
when was
thing
the last
with
time y'all did that?
oh like it was the last time you did it was the last time I did.
Oh, okay.
Like
But I
fourth
was
grade.
Okay.
I was like I
was
told
just trying
Matt
to
about
wonder
this and
how
he
long
acted like it was a revelation.
Yeah.
He was like okay you want to do the like Matt would sleep over on a Friday. It'd be Saturday,
Wake
and I'm
you up.
like,
hey man, we got to go get
Cracker
those.
Barrel's
no,
open.
there's no Matt waking me up like that. It's always like me like creaking around in my living room for 3 hours until everybody else wakes up. But Matt was like, Matt will just like do this big stretch in the living room like at 11 a.m. and be like, good morning. And I'm like, get out of here.
I just wanted
pops
to
up.
know.
He's like, what do you want to do? You want to do like the Cracker Barrel thing today? Maybe we go to Cracker Barrel, get like 3 or 4 lemons. And I'm like, I mean, like, dude, like
3 or 4 lemons.
I'm like, dude, get the peppermint sticks, and I'm there for you. He like, we hung out like, it feels like 4 weekends in a row, but it probably was like in the in the stretch of like a 5-day period.
You want to do the Cracker Barrel thing today?
He did the same thing with these things called fancy s'mores.
Oh,
yeah.
They're
all
called
good.
no, and they're shit. We finally did them,
it's
and they're
like-
terrible. What you have to do, the best thing about s'mores, which is now what I realize,
Being
is you
outside.
can no,
Yeah,
you can do it in the dark around a campfire.
Yeah.
All you need is 3 ingredients, and you're good. A fancy s'more is they got to be washed. You take a strawberry, dip it in marshmallow fluff, cook that over the fire, and then do the s'more thing.
That doesn't sound
It,
good
it's
to me.
it was way too much.
It doesn't even sound that good to me, to be honest with you.
No, I'd much rather have a full marshmallow than a strawberry trying to act like a marshmallow, and 20% of it is mallow.
Yeah.
And you couldn't
Does
imagine
fluff
how hard
even-
it was to
Does
get.
Not
fluff
really.
even do good in the fire?
Not
I feel like
really.
it more
No,
just,
I mean,
like,
I never
melt.
got it
Yeah, it
brown.
does.
I mean,
Yeah.
like,
It's got too much like canola oil in it, and then the strawberry's like still hard and fresh, so it's
Yeah.
like you're just eating a strawberry.
I could also make I like the chocolate to be.
I put mine
Hard.
in aluminum foil, and then stuffed a marshmallow inside of the strawberry,
Yeah.
then covered that in
Mm-hmm.
fluff, put it in the bottom, and it was pretty good because the strawberry had like cooked down to like
That sounds pretty good.
gelatin.
It sounds cool, but it's not what I can make a s'more in 15 seconds.
not gonna
and
do it
I'll tell you
again.
how I do it. Catch the damn thing.
I
on
love
fire.
doing it like that.
Oh man,
It
Sometimes
is
let
I
it burn.
I
Tastes
let,
good.
I
Oh,
love
I love like
I
the
love the
crunch.
burn.
Yeah.
But sometimes I let it
Like
heat
try
up
and get
a
it
little bit
brown?
first. No, I don't care about. Eventually, I'm gonna dip it in there and burn it. But if you burn it immediately, then the inside won't be soft.
Yeah.
You have to soften it up by the fire
I kind of like
to get the whole thing gooey.
I don't even need the whole thing to be gooey. Like I like,
like
that
it?
the chocolate is melted.
Oh, I like my chocolate being a chocolate bar that you like take a bite of.
Right, it's a crunch.
Yeah, but I
So,
like
I get that,
I like
get
the
that.
mallow to be goo.
But I'm looking at these guys trying to go for a perfect brown, and I'm on my 6th s'more.
That's tell you the funniest part about the whole fancy s'mores thing. I would make a s'more for myself. Like I would break apart the graham cracker, I'd put the chocolate on there, I'd get the marshmallow ready. Like 2 to 3 different times. Either Matt or Zach would be like, "Oh, perfect," and like just go
Matt
for
or
it.
Zach, do not put me
did.
on that.
You did.
Do not.
You would
Oh,
look
I
at
thought you were
it-
putting this on Matt.
No,
I've
I'm
never
putting this
been
on
like,
you too.
Bullshit.
You would look at it and be
bullshit.
like, "Oh, someone must have made that for me," and just like go down
Wow,
for it.
you took a man's smooth.
And
No,
I'd be
I
like,
don't
"That's
even know what
mine,"
this
and he
is.
would be like, "Oh, I just thought it was there." I
Are
didn't
you
even-
sure Zach did that?
110, bro.
He seems to me like a guy that would understand a man's hard work. and making
I
s'mores.
don't know why Hudson ever said that because it's so
'Cause it's
blasphemous
true.
on my podcast.
Zach is very possessive about his own things, but in return, he will be nice about yours as well.
Okay,
That seems pretty fair.
Like Zach
that's
is gonna
fine.
be selfish.
I'm just saying this happened. I
but
don't know
he-
what else we're.
But because of that, he lets you.
I'm not
talks your
saying
stuff, it's my stuff.
I'm not
I don't wanna
saying
touch
Zach
yours, you
takes
don't
my
touch mine.
things. I just thought it was funny that like it was like.
When
It
okay,
was
well,
like
when
he
you
just
started
like
this,
thought it was there.
Hudson,
Like, it
when you
was like- it
started
was
this
just like, oh.
story, I said, "Oh man, here we go. I know exactly what he's going to talk about." Matt being like, "You're setting up this s'more."
Matt did it twice. You did it once.
Wow.
I don't know. I'm sorry that I told
Maybe
the
you were
truth.
drinking.
Oh, he was certainly. So I mean, like,
Certainly.
I'm not saying you knew I made it and you were going for it. It was just funny that you were
Just
like,
a strawberry open a bonfire. Man,
just
When was
funny
that?
the thought process.
probably like a month ago.
I think I'm gonna make some s'mores this weekend now that I'm having.
It
this
got to a
conversation.
point where I was like
If it gets warm enough to have a damn fire, dude, it's like the coldest winter of all time.
Yeah, it's chilly.
you're ready for a fire. Go make one.
I'm too cold right now.
Oh, you need to heat up a little bit.
Yeah, I don't want to be outside in a fire when I have.
True, the
heater
bonfire
inside.
really never even heats you up. Like you
No,
want it
man,
to.
there's only like about a 20-degree place that you
It's
want
like
to.
Oh, yeah,
40
where you're,
to,
like-
where you're
yeah, it's
afraid
really
of the
10,
wind
40
or
to
the
50.
smoke,
Yeah.
and you're not just eating,
I
trying to
would
say
do it
white
like-
I can do
rabbits.
40 to 60.
Yeah, 40 to 60.
Yeah.
Anything in the 50s, you can have one.
Yeah.
It always ends up on one person. I always feel like I'm
and
that
I
one
can do
person.
it less than Taylor.
The fire?
Taylor probably has
No,
like
the smoke. There's always like
Oh,
a
yeah.
smoke, and
And
it
even if you
follows
walk-
one person
you'll
the whole
walk
entire
around and it
day.
follows you over there.
Yeah, I feel like I'm that guy.
And Taylor, she only has like a 5-degree place where she'll do it. It's probably like 55 to 60.
John started a bonfire out for like a Halloween party or something. And turns out wet rocks explode. And like we were just sitting out there.
You think it's because they were wet?
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah,
It's
the
the same thing
water
that happens in like creeks.
expands.
How did you know that?
Because I'm smarter
Science.
than you.
Hmm.
Is that it?
Ugh.
But yeah, that was like the 5th time. So like, Matt was like, "Oh, fancy s'mores," and I was like, "Okay, I don't know what that is, but like I'm down for fancy s'mores."
He would
And then we, like-
he'd put it on somebody else.
We go to Publix and like Matt's like, "Okay, so we're doing fancy s'mores tonight," and we're like, "Sure, Matt, if you want fancy s'mores, go." And then like we all like get our stuff, and we're like checking out, and Matt's like.
Where's the fancy s'mores stuff?
Yeah. And we're like, listen, like,
Get
he
it.
was like, listen, man. He was like, okay, cool. You buy the strawberries. I'll buy the rest of the stuff. And I was like, Matt, there is no chance in hell I will be buying those strawberries. Like, if you want fancy s'mores, that's fine. We'll do it. It's all on you, pal. So that was the first day. We made normal s'mores. Then we make normal s'mores again. And Matt, the whole time, is just telling us we need to make fancy s'mores. And I'm getting sick of it. Because we're in these texts, and he's texting me throughout, and I'm like, he's like, oh, today's the day, boys. And I'm like, I swear to God.
We're gonna do it.
We're really gonna do it this time.
If Hudson buys the mallows, Zach buys the strawberries,
worked out.
Cole gets the chocolate and the graham crackers, we got fancy s'mores. And so finally he does it, and it turns out to be as disappointing as I thought it
He
may
bought
be.
all the stuff though.
At some point.
Nice.
Yeah.
He's
He bought all the
he's-
s'more stuff the first time and then left it here, and then we balled out on the remaining
I
stuff.
bought the graham crackers.
There you go.
Hudson
Hudson
got
was
the
part of it.
grams.
Yeah.
I'm always like dinners and stuff.
But also, did you get? But you guys haven't done. You guys haven't done the Cracker Barrel yet. You guys
Did not
didn't
even
Cracker
bring it up.
Barrel. Yet. I'm gonna bring it up to Matt every time I see him. You done that Cracker Barrel stick in the lemon thing?
You ever heard of it?
You ever heard of that? Yeah, I'm gonna have like I didn't even know you guys had talked about it.
Yeah. Good luck.
Yeah.
What is he
Zach,
going to be
you know.
holding an effing lemon in his hand?
No,
Oh, you know what you could do with that? Lemon.
no. I'm gonna see the two of you in your living room, and I'm like, Zach,
You know what this
remember- you know what I was just
fancy
thinking?
s'mores and a Cracker Barrel lemon.
Well, he thinks it's better than it is. I mean, it's cool.
I know.
It's,
a great
it's cool
treat.
because you're a kid, you're
Yeah.
bored, it's summer.
Well,
and
that's
you're
why I
sitting
wanted to
there
ask
sucking
y'all
on-
when was the last time you did it, because I wonder how long it take. I feel like it took you
Takes
30
a
minutes
long
Dude,
time.
before you
it's,
got
it's
to the
freaking
A long
like
time.
it's like trying to blow up a balloon with
Yeah.
no freaking nozzle.
I don't think I have the patience for that anymore.
I don't
I'd
think
probably
Sure
get
you
a
do.
straw and then like
and it's messy as all heck.
No.
like drink some lemon.
That's blasphemous.
That sounds better. It's messy too. You got a lemon and a candy cane that you're sucking on for 30 minutes.
It's sticky. I don't.
Sticky as all
Messy
heck.
and sticky go hand in hand for sure.
Sticky. It's not
Sticky.
messy. All right.
It's not messy. Asshole. I mean, like, the best thing to do in that situation would be to go and get all the stuff and then just one day be like, here, Matt, suck on this cane. But there's like
The candy cans are probably like $2.
and it's not about that.
Each?
It's more about like
Probably,
the
but
time.
less.
It's more about
I
the
guess
times he
you're
wants
right.
to do it.
Yeah.
Like one day, like if Matt
They
gets
have good flavors.
if Matt gets
They
his
do.
mind to something, he doesn't let it go.
Yeah.
And then that's all you got to do that day. Which is cool sometimes because you're like, man, I don't know what I want to do. And then Matt's like, I'll tell you what you're doing, pal. And
Remember
then
remember that Instagram video you sent me of those people making that tasty treat? We're making it.
we're doing it. You buy the stuff.
I kind of wish I had
I'll
a little
stay
bit of that
here.
in my life. I'll send
Yeah, it's
Taylor
nice.
all these tasty things like, wow, this looks good.
Wow.
We should make this.
Well, Matt more like brings the stuff and then is like,
Make it.
Pretty much. He'll be like, hey, we're having chicken tenders for dinner. And you're like, cool, Matt brought me chicken tenders. But then you're like, I'm cooking these chicken tenders, aren't I? But also, it's for the best because Matt has ruined like 3 of our pots
Yeah, you
because of
can't
like
cook.
rice. He just burns rice at the bottom of the pan. Try to teach him. He can't.
Can't do it.
Ooh.
We just need to make him
What are you
only
guys watching
cook in
now?
the cast iron.
Solo Leveling just dropped a new season. That's beast.
Oh, Love Lane?
Leveling.
Solo Leveling. It's about a loser trying to find love in a Japanese world.
What is it called?
Solo Leveling.
Solo Leveling.
Yeah.
Yes.
It's about a loser.
You're
trying to
acting
level
like that.
wood.
You're acting like that part was Japanese.
Yeah.
You said Love Lane.
Solo Leveling. Those are American words.
Well, I just imagine that it's probably not.
Shoro.
That's pretty good.
Leveling this guy.
What's that about? Anime?
Yeah, it's about anime. You sound like Dad. Did you hear about that? I've probably told this story 100 times. But Dad, like when Night Homes was being sold, Dad like went to Japan to meet with the people in person, and he was like, "Hey, my son likes anime."
Yeah.
And they're like, "Oh yeah, which one?" And he was like,
Anime.
Which one?
"Every season."
He likes all the characters.
Which one? And he said, "What?"
Which one?
I wasn't expecting a follow-up.
He also likes Game of Thrones.
Well, he reads sometimes.
He likes anime. That's got to be about a couple seasons.
What's Solo Leveling about?
This kid's a wimp, and then he gets upgraded.
It's like, yeah, it's gonna be hard to explain.
I hate that. I could tell by your face that you didn't care.
I was interested.
Where are you?
It's just always the same thing. Kid's a loser, he gets powers, beats people up.
Pretty much.
Kev's got me pegged. Pick another show like that. It's not One Piece. He was always cool.
He didn't have powers until he ate Gum Gum.
No,
I mean,
the
he was
first
like-
episode, he's Gum Gum.
Yeah, but we get a flashback to back in time.
Bullshit. You can't do that. Yeah, so the kid didn't wake up.
Yeah,
being
yeah, but maybe
bored.
not the main character, but his friend Kobe's like that. Total loser. Grows up
Yeah,
to be a beast
it's
marine.
not freaking.
By season 10, the loser is OP. Guaranteed every time.
There's like 90
Yeah, okay.
characters, though. One of them's bound to be worse off than he is in the end. Like,
But
Yeah, the
he's from
show's been on
episode
for 30
1.
years.
He's in episode 1.
Kobe's
Yeah,
going
I
to be
guess.
important. And he watched enough to know that part. And Kobe is definitely going to be beast at some point.
And he's a total loser to start off. Name another one.
Me?
You're a
Naruto.
loser?
yeah, Naruto.
Start off a loser. Not better than you.
Naruto, does he start off a loser?
Yeah.
Oh, there you go. Ash Ketchum, he didn't even have a single Pokemon when he
That's
started off.
Oh, that's how
He's
it
not a
works.
loser, he's a child.
You have to earn that right to get a Pokemon. I can't remember. I bet Pokemon sucks as a show.
They give you one.
That's
to
a
get
kid
going.
show. One Piece? That's a show for adults. There's a difference, bro.
Dude,
Naruto is really
in-
not a loser. I mean,
in
it's just
Japan-
like,
Naruto was
they even-
OP. He just didn't know how
he should
to.
have friends.
Yeah.
In Japan,
They were scared of him. He
do
was
they
so
even
OP they
have
were scared of him.
real movies and stuff?
What?
Let me cover
serious
this because
questions.
I've been
They
there.
make so much
Absolutely.
anime,
Yes.
and everyone over there
answer's
likes anime.
Not
Why would
everyone
they-
likes anime.
It seems like
It's a vast majority. I would think that, like, okay, so, like, this is also not a great argument because clearly it comes from Japan. But, like, there are, like, 40-year-olds and 50-year-olds watching, like, anime in Japan. Like, every age is watching anime in Japan. Whereas, like, it's more of, like, it's growing in size, but right now it's, like, middle 20s and lower.
But do you
But
think that
I-
those 30-year-olds, almost 30-year-olds, when they get 20 years from now, they'll still be watching it?
I don't think a bunch of 50-year-olds in Japan.
I think so.
I don't
If
think
you
the
have
majority of.
kids-
If you're asking me,
If you have kids, are you gonna watch anime in front of your kids?
yeah, I'll rewatch the shows that I
I
love.
feel like that'd be
you know.
so embarrassing.
Yeah,
Dad,
no
what are you
shame.
watching? Just some.
No, I would get them into it. at the appropriate age. I don't want them to get bullied for it or nothing. I mean, I got into anime when I was in college and cool and confident, but I wouldn't want them to be like bullied. Like if they were trying to wear an anime shirt to school, I'd be like, cut the shit.
There's a difference between watching it and wearing a shirt.
Being invested.
Yeah.
I watch it, I'm not invested, but like the people that go to like Comic-Cons and stuff,
Why
they won't be
when
born
they
from my seed.
Sub and dub, do they change the words?
Because of how
Sometimes
it
it doesn't
looks.
even need
I
it.
think it's like, hey man, how are you doing? And like that is like long.
Conjugation, stuff like that.
It like the sentence is longer, and they try and get like from the end point to the final thing, like try and make the sentence as long.
They do?
The English people do.
Oh, because it takes them more time to
So
say
it's
things.
like blah, 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 blah. And that's like, hey man, how are you doing? And then we're like, yo man, what's up with you? How you been?
Yeah.
It just takes
Sometimes
a
you'll
little
be,
longer.
I'll see it on, so if you're watching it dubbed and you have subtitles on, you'll see that they don't link.
Yeah.
And,
Oh, it bothers
and
you.
sometimes you're like, why did they change that? It's like,
Yeah, that doesn't make sense to
basically
me.
the same thing.
I think it's to try and get from when they start talking with their mouth to when they end with their mouth.
No, but it does.
But
it doesn't
sometimes
make any
also
sense.
Japanese people will do like like their sentence structure is different to a point where like you'll be like it'll be like we would write this like sentence in 3 parts, and then the third part is their
Predicate and
first part.
subjugate are
Yeah,
swapped.
so they
But
switch it like that.
That doesn't matter because he's talking about like dub. Like as you're talking about like a dub and then the sub is different. Like the
Yeah.
I think either it's like that's what it is for the sub, and so like the translation or whatever is different. But it makes no sense because I thought the same thing. Like if you're dubbing it and you have all the lines,
Yeah.
how hard is it to like?
But what if their sentence
the
structure
dub.
is weird, and then you got a bunch of Americans
I'm
trying to talk in
specifically
this
talking
situation?
about,
He's saying like
I'm not saying it always is because I haven't checked everyone and was like,
it's
okay, that's
always
weird.
like that.
Sometimes it will be different and it will be
No reason to
no
be.
reason.
Yeah,
Like,
like
give
he's
me an
saying he was
example.
watching dub, and the dub is like, "Hey, how are you?" And then the sub says like, "How you doing?" Like
Right.
it's like,
Yeah,
why would
very
that not be the
close.
same thing?
Right.
Or like the
Okay.
One Piece song I know is way different. It's like, why'd you even change that?
Yeah, it's a tough scene. I would rather than just put the intro songs and the outro songs in Japanese every time, even if I'm watching in dub.
Yeah, I could
Just
get
so I
along with
feel
that.
like invested.
I could get on
Sometimes you're
board.
like,
I don't need
come
another word
aboard
system.
and sing
But it's not- that-
along.
they kinda
all
bang.
your hopes and
The dreams.
Oh, they
dreams
bang.
together
Da-da.
will bend the thing that we're looking for.
Du-du-du-du.
One Piece. Yeah, bro. Yeah.
Man, the song almost got me back in. But actually,
Almost.
in the season that I was on, the song got worse.
Oh, I mean,
They get worse. They
there's-
get better.
They
There's
get worse.
bangers there. I mean, like
There's
that's
ups
the
and downs.
that's the only one I can think of right now. But
I actually
mean,
got kind of tired of that song because that was like for like 80 episodes.
I bet.
And then
Yeah,
I
you
was
don't
like-
switch it up that much, and they do not take breaks over there.
Your hopes and
Which is the
dreams.
biggest argument. We said this like last episode with Invincible and their bullshit freaking
Oh,
animation
Yeah.
tug off.
Yeah.
It's like screw you.
I hated that.
Yeah. Oh, well, I'm talking to the back of my head now, and I'm still talking because it's the back of my head.
Did you guys watch The Wire?
Parts
I
of it.
watched like a season of
Yeah,
it.
like a
Wire's
season or
beast.
two.
One thing that they do that's cool with their theme song that other people should do.
Yeah.
They have the same theme song for every season, but someone different sings it, and it'll be in like a completely like.
One Tree Hill does the same thing.
Oh,
One Tree
yeah,
Hill
yeah,
is
they
the-
do.
No,
Yeah.
One Tree Hill's
The
It's
guy-
always Gavin
outro,
DeGraw,
they'll do,
but
like, the
it's
bands
a
that
different
played.
version.
really
Sometimes I think like for seasons it's just Gavin DeGraw, and then
Yeah.
for like sometimes they'll switch it up.
Oh, okay.
I think they did
This,
it
it'll
after
be
The
like-
Wire.
Like I can't remember the song, but it'd be like a white dude, and then it'll be like a black lady who just absolutely shreds,
Crushed.
you know, and sings in a completely different way.
Season 2 was really good. Then
Yeah.
Season 3 dropped off, I think.
Yeah,
I didn't
but-
like the Season 3 version.
Yeah, but they had
How
some
many
good
seasons
ones.
of
5,
The
I
Wire
think.
are there?
And 5, and like the last 2, I think is the worst one. If that's the one with the shipping containers,
Yeah.
that one's the worst one. All
It's
the other
only one
ones,
I've watched.
Huh?
That's the only one I've watched.
Yeah.
You
So that
started
one,
on season 2.
it gets.
Yeah, I don't know why.
Oh, that's
Yeah.
the worst one. Season 1 might be the best, but if not, some of the last seasons are really good too.
I think I started on season 1 and I
You should
stopped
watch
on
The
season
Wire.
1.
It's one of the best shows in my opinion.
Really?
I think it's better than Sopranos.
Penguin?
No, I mean it's still got like some old shows they don't have as much like action and they don't keep you as
It's
entertained
more
because
of a
they know
simple show.
they're
too. It's not
more
about
like-
superheroes.
I've
Yeah.
tried to watch Sopranos 2 times to its totality, and both times
I like Sopranos
messed.
now, but at one point I thought, this is a little boring. But I do like it. It's a lot of dialogue and stuff. A lot of those shows were more talking, and then like now they know that we're so short-minded that they need to keep us entertained with explosions
Hey,
and guns.
look over here! I got a gun!
Yeah.
Oh, that guy's got a gun.
Like in the Penguin, there's something cool that happens every episode.
Oh, Penguin.
There's
Top
like some
tier show.
big scene that happens every episode. Then they would like build up the big scene for like several episodes.
I think
maybe
Billy would
one
like
whole
Penguin.
season was about killing pussy and
Yeah,
Sopranos,
yeah.
which was like not too much happened but like there'd be something big that happened.
Right.
And The Wire is cool,
Similar to
It's just-
Game of Thrones at the start.
and what they do with their theme song is really cool.
Like
what I
season 1 was all about killing Ned Stark. And that's
Nah,
why
Game
Hudson
of
didn't get
Thrones-
into it
Game
the
of
first
Thrones has
time.
big
Hudson
stuff
thought it
happen.
was boring the first time.
They have like 6 people die in the first season. They push Bran out the
The
window.
first
episode one.
episode, I couldn't really get over the fact that it felt like I was watching like a
Porn.
public, yeah, like
It does look like a
overproduced
softcore
or like a public access TV show or something, like a play or something.
The way they
I don't
filmed
know.
like
It was just
season
bad.
1 and season 2
Really?
Yeah, it
both
was bad.
seemed very odd. If you watch season 1 back, I've told multiple people to watch it and ended up rewatching it with them. Season 1 is filmed like a
it's
a
a
whole
A&E freaking like some
yeah.
like
Like a
off
soap
brand like
opera or
Whole
something.
thing, not just
the whole
pilot?
season. The whole season.
No, the whole season.
Wow.
Yeah, and it's all
Low key.
like
The pilot for sure. The pilot was probably worse, but like this whole season, like you look back at like Supernatural, like the way they start filming, even like One Piece, like from like season 1 to now, it's
animation. It does a lot.
like eons
Yeah.
difference.
One cool thing I saw that they were getting that it looked like they were doing with AI is like I saw this on Twitter for one little scene, but where they use AI to change the dubs and like make their mouth move with the words.
Oh, that's nice.
Oh,
That'd
that'd
be
be
pretty cool.
classy.
But you guys might actually not like that.
I just don't see
You
how
guys are too,
Yeah.
like,
I don't see
you're
how
loyal to the
theatricals-
soil. You guys gotta watch the Japanese version.
I don't
But
see
for
how
guys
it would
like
make
me,
a difference.
Guys
you
like
said
me,
that you
yeah,
don't like
what-
that their mouths
what
don't
would that
move.
change for
in,
you?
Like not in anime.
when it goes to English.
I thought you meant
what-
an anime.
For anime, they'd probably do it too.
See, in anime, it doesn't matter because their mouths are just like.
Oh, so they don't really move to the
it's
words.
loud.
What would
anyway.
that change for
Well, I
you,
mean, you
John,
know
if
what I
this
mean,
was a
like-
possibility?
Like whatever you're saying is just like.
Squid Game season 3.
You'd watch it and dubbed in their mouths.
Their mouths will just be moving right.
So
I
it'd
feel
be
like, would it not be like?
I'm like picturing like the orange.
yeah,
You know, like
yeah.
when you have an orange head and it's
Yeah.
just like your mouth and your eyes.
No, have you seen the good things they do with AI? And all I'm telling you
Oh,
is they have
there's
to
some
move a mouth.
despicable things.
There are some despicable things.
Yeah.
But all they have to do is make a mouth move with the English words. They could do that easy. That could be cool.
AI. You know what game I want to have here? I would love if you already had it. If not, I'll buy it. Is when there's like it's a circle and there's the letters of the alphabet, and then you're like
Ouija
garage. No, and then you like it's like things you find in your garage. And then you click like the J, and you'd say like jogger shoes. And then you click the C and you say car.
Yeah.
And then you click the T and you'd say tools. And whoever it runs out on first loses. I really like that game.
I don't think
sounds
I
fun.
have that game.
I don't know what that game is either. I've never heard.
I'll
of
purchase it.
Yeah, that'd
Where'd
be
you
good.
play that game?
I never have. I just watch other people
okay.
playing it and I'm like, wow, that looks like so much fun. I wish I had somebody to play that game with. I'll tell you, I have bought games recently just being like, let's just play a game tonight, man. And Seen It has fallen off bigly.
Seen it?
Seen It.
The
Yeah.
movie game?
Yeah. You gotta
Yeah.
you gotta go on eBay and buy one of those.
Like the OGs. I
Why
already
is
bought
it
2 of
falling
the freaking...
off?
Because it's like it's not a disc, so you don't put a disc anymore. It's all on your phone, and it just ruins the whole experience.
Seen it used to be fun.
Oh, Seen It used to be like the best game of all time. I couldn't think of a better game than Seen It, to be honest with you.
Always liked Yahtzee.
Dance Dance Revolution.
What is the
Guitar
What was the
Hero
point?
was so beast.
It's tough.
Yeah, I was never like really good. But I
dude?
played
Wait,
like medium.
I
I could get to like the pinky, you know, just the pinky, no
No,
moving,
yeah.
pinky down.
Are
How
you
many were
like-
there? 6?
When's the last time you played
Yeah.
So I
Guitar
could play
Hero?
4. Oh, if I played it right now, I don't think I could play
John,
like 3.
we have it right now.
Okay.
Matt
we have
brought
it
it
in the
here,
house.
and I feel like I have lost all finger dexterity that I once
Jordan could shred on it.
had.
Rock
Ray?
Band was a lot of fun. Rock Band would have been cool if you were like 21 when Rock Band came out and was popular and PS2 was popping off, and you and your friends in college were all hammered playing Rock Band.
That would have been great.
That would have been great.
That might
I
have
was
been
playing.
peak
I
Rock
remember
Band.
Rock Band playing with Bully right before my great grandma passed away. That was my experience with Rock
He
Band.
was playing the drums and singing REM.
Boy's mom's dying.
Yeah, she was there.
I know a lot of
She was
songs because of Rock
Was she
Band.
playing on the
She
Rock
was
Band?
singing. She cost us the game. No, I'm just kidding. She wasn't. I mean, it was just like it was like towards the end of her existence, and then I remember me and Bully like in the room over being like
Bully was playing.
drums and guitar.
Rock Band was sick, dude.
Yeah, Rock
And I
Band.
know a lot of music because of Rock Band.
Oh man, like there's
I bet-
one with like Clementine. I think it's either in the name or
I want to
something.
I wanted to say that was by REM, whatever it was.
Clementine.
Let's see what.
That's
comes
like
up.
the main song I remember from it.
This is the first song that comes up when
And if it doesn't exist, look for anything that mentions oranges. Tangerine. What a hell of a book that was.
Tangerine.
Tangerine.
You don't remember that with the sinkhole?
Florida. Was it Based in Florida.
I think so. Florida. Look
Led
for the
Zeppelin
place
has a
with
song called
most
Tangerine.
prone to sinkholes. Oh, you mean Florida?
I don't think this is it either.
What?
Your Clementine.
Oh,
Tangerine
but
song.
also another one from either Guitar Hero or Rock Band was Barracuda.
Oh,
Rock Band was Barracuda.
Yeah.
Ooh, Barracuda! And then we saw a Barracuda in the wild when we were hanging out with the Rins on vacation. I thought I was Nemo. Do you remember that?
Oh, yeah, I saw like 3 of them right there. And I was
No,
like,
it was like okay,
like-
so like here's what happened. So we're on vacation with the Rins. Caitlin is dating Kyle at this time. So we're taking this like all-inclusive thing to like Mexico. So we go out there and they're all doing like scuba diving stuff the whole entire time. All of a sudden we're on the shore and like they're not scuba diving at this point. They're just hanging out on the beach and they're like people are like, "Yo, Barracuda spotted right there." And then like they were like, "Come on." So me and John get in the water. Literally was like this scene, the first scene of Finding Nemo. We're swimming, school of fish like circling this thing. We like break through that and it's just like this dude like floating right there. And I was like, okay, well, this is not where I want to be right now.
How close do you think you were to this Barracuda?
50?
50 feet.
50 feet.
I'd assume.
I thought.
You can see
I
that
was.
thing in the water from 50 feet?
I thought it was close to.
Clear.
I thought it was closer than
Had to
50,
be
but you
close.
said this.
Yeah.
I thought.
I
was like,
Fish
I don't
wasn't
wanna-
supposed to be his mouth or something.
What was this supposed to be, your hand?
Excuse me, I'm trying to get through the school of fish.
That is what you did.
Yeah.
So I didn't want to rain on your parade and be like, Bro, don't lie on your
I said
story.
50 feet.
Yeah,
Face to
I actually
face,
think we were
50
closer
feet.
than that.
Okay.
And I
there you go.
actually think there was like 3 of them right there, and I was like, whoa.
Whoa.
And then I was like,
How'd y'all get away from it? They just didn't bother you?
No,
Yeah,
I mean,
they-
like, they
they
probably,
were-
they
but
probably
what's cool
saw.
about
I was
Barracuda-
bulking that summer. So I was pretty big.
what's cool about Barracuda, like Justin Finding Nemo, is they can just like sit there in the water completely
Dude, he was
still.
hovering, and there
Yeah,
were just
like
like,
a
baby.
helicopter.
There was fish just.
Everyone
swarming
else
him.
is moving. You know, he isn't
Yeah.
even moving with the current. He
Yeah,
looked-
shark stops swimming, he dies.
Yeah,
Barracuda's
he
just
looked-
like, nah, I'm chill.
He looked like a hummingbird, just like
It really is the hyena of the sea. If you think about it, hyenas, they
say.
don't have any rules. What's their rule?
I'm pretty sure they travel in packs.
Yeah, they
Is
do
that a rule?
I've seen
that a rule?
I've seen
What's
that
the
a law?
lion rule?
all.
We don't eat those.
Louise asked to watch King Lion 3 times a day.
What's
But is she
King
dumb?
Lion?
Lion King,
Oh.
but she
That
calls
was like
King
an
Lion.
off-brand Lion
it
King or
is.
something.
King Lion.
My
King
niece
Lion.
is dyslexic. King lion.
So I know a lot about hyenas.
What do you know about him?
Yeah, like what?
They do you guys want to know?
Yeah, you watched King Lion how many times?
They do travel in packs.
All right.
We knew that.
We
No,
already
you
knew
tell
that.
us
That's one
Right.
thing that they laugh.
Yeah, they laugh. Thank you. They eat the scraps.
Not all the time.
So you know just about as much as we know about
They're
hyenas.
not very bright.
Huh?
That's what Scar says.
Yeah, I think that's a lie.
No.
Did he say it in a song?
Yeah.
They say it
Sing
in a
the
song.
Prepared. I don't know Be Prepared that well because every time it comes on.
Well,
Louise,
sing the part where it says they're not very bright.
They're not very bright.
They're not very smart. Hyenas. Ha, ha.
He says something as wet as a warthog's backside. I don't know what that means. So
Doesn't sound good. Somebody called me that. That's
doesn't
fighting
sound like
words.
a-
it's like your intuition is as wet as a warthog's backside. So
That's a weird
their
thing to say.
intuitions. I know. So
Well,
I was-
Scar's got nowhere to talk.
No,
Yeah.
Everything
he's
he's
the
done
brains
since
of the
the start.
operation.
Yeah, but he's been an idiot since the beginning, and we saw his origin story.
Have you
Yeah.
seen it?
I
Yeah.
watched it. I pirated the movie, and I
Was it
watched
good?
Oh, you haven't seen it?
No.
It sucks.
It's
Well,
Addie says it's really good.
So the movie's good,
It's
but
alright.
the thing that I like about those movies most are the banger songs, and there are 0 banger songs.
Oh, I thought the music was going to be good. It was Lin-Manuel Miranda.
What do you say about my brother?
yeah,
That's the
that
only
dude says
thing.
brother about 400 times.
That's the only good
I hate musicals.
part.
Are they friends at first?
Yeah. Yeah,
They're
they're the
brothers.
whole movie.
The song I just
Mufasa
sung.
adopted?
So
Yes.
Mufasa.
That's kind of frigged up.
Well,
You want me to
yes
tell you
and no.
like the start of it that
In the
you know
beginning,
in
yeah.
about 15 minutes
Yeah.
of watching this movie? So Mufasa's with his parents. They get swept away in a river. Both parents disappear. Mufasa lands on the ocean side. Scar saves him right there. He brings him back to the pack. Scar's dad's like, you do not want this stray here. All he's going to do is F you over, which ultimately he does.
Not really.
I mean, like, the dad was like, you don't want to stray here. Like, this stray can't stay here. Send him with the women. Mufasa hangs out with the women who are the hunters of the pack.
Uh-huh.
And so he's got, like, all the skills of a lion who's usually just bumming.
Yeah.
And now he's also, like, a hunter as well. So he's OP as all get out.
Yeah.
That's
Mufasa
his
ends up
origin.
winning.
Yeah, that's why so OP. It's
That's
got
a
a really
good
good
origin
nose.
story.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it is a good origin story.
The story was good. The music ruined it.
Music was bad, huh?
Yeah, and there's like so many movies I can think of, and Encanto was made better by the music.
They're making a second one.
Oh, thank you.
Did you
Yeah.
watch
And
Wicked?
but the
No.
guy who did
Oh, with Ariana Grande. I don't think I'll ever watch that.
Oh
one.
no, I hear it's gonna.
Did you go see
We're
it?
gonna watch it.
It's that good.
Oh, I hear it's fantastic.
Olivia had me go see it. I'm real staunch on musicals. I can do them. And Olivia said it was real good. So we went and watched it. It wasn't good. Like it was like,
Uh-huh.
What would you
I
rate it
think
off the bat? So once we do our
it's
rating,
tough because like if It's like asking somebody, is this chocolate ice cream good, that it doesn't like chocolate. Like, you know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
I'm not going to like it even if it
Yeah,
is
but
the
Hudson,
best.
I think there's a part of you that just doesn't want to like musicals. 'Cause
Dude,
you think
every
it's
time-
not manly.
Because you're too
You're
cool.
so
I
alpha over
swear
there.
to you,
You are out.
I
You're
swear
so,
to you,
you're so,
every
you're so
time
alpha.
you
You,
have
do
a
not
beard.
need to prove it to any of us. You're
Yeah.
the only man in here with a beard.
Yeah,
Every
you don't have
dude
to,
is
we think you're cool, man.
Yeah,
Bro, dude.
you can
I know
like
I don't have.
musicals.
I know I don't have to lie to kick it, but every time they start singing, like every time I can hear them being like, "Oh, well," like when like the beat starts.
I don't
I'm
like how they start
Oh, like like
songs.
something part of, inside of me dies for like 2 minutes.
Well,
It's like,
Lin-Manuel
Chrysanthemum, we're about to be late to class.
Chrysanthemum.
And then it's
Lin-
like, if I'm late to class.
Yeah.
The guy from Hamilton's name is Lin-Manuel Miranda.
He's
He-
beast.
What is it?
Yeah, Lin-Manuel Miranda.
Lin-Manuel
He
Miranda.
did the music in Encanto. I thought Mufasa's music was going to be good because he did it too.
I think this is his one time that he has done a poor
Good
job.
news is he did, and he's going to do Encanto too. He did Moana. He didn't do Moana 2. Moana 2, good
Garbage.
story. Music, the music's no good.
Yeah, I
Moana
went and saw
too,
that
good.
too.
Moana 2 is a good story. Like, if they had good tunes.
The Rock's in it. I wish they would have recasted. I hate
That would have
that
been
guy
a
so
weird
much.
recast.
What,
would've been a-
one other Samoan guy. Everybody's afraid to recast. I
I
say
mean, it's just a voice.
the second. Yeah, and that's another thing I don't like. We're saying that the best character that could voice Mario was
Chris Pratt.
Oh,
Chris
dude,
Pratt.
He was great.
I like Chris Pratt. he seems to be a good celebrity overall. There could have been like just
want him
give
to-
somebody else a chance.
You want them to be more,
Died.
more
I don't want to
comical
know
with
their
it.
name.
Well, I'm just saying, you want them to be like Mario.
No, I don't care about that. He could
He
sound
was a
exactly
great
like Chris
Mario.
Pratt. Yeah, he could have sounded
The
exactly
Mario
like Chris
cartoon
Pratt.
movie is actually fantastic. I
Yeah,
hope they
it's
have
I
another.
don't
Great.
think I watched it.
Oh,
It's
the worst
great,
watch.
but anybody could have done just as good of a job as Chris Pratt did. And I mean, what are we doing it for? Ticket sales?
I don't
they
believe
had.
The Rock is a bad guy.
I don't like him.
Why?
I think he sold his soul to the devil.
You
Yep.
do too?
No, I don't know, but I mean, he,
You
Me
do
neither.
too.
Oh, that's set me up there.
Thank you. I
Yeah.
couldn't have said it any better myself. Oh, I'm just kidding. Oh.
Me? Tom Hanks, Ellen, Oprah.
Tom Hanks
The
is your
Rock.
lookalike.
Yeah, and I hate that part of me. They say I look like a young Tom Hanks.
Dude, whenever he shaved his head and he had this hat on, we pulled up a picture of Tom Hanks on the Bubba Gump shrimp
Yeah.
boat, and it was uncanny.
Gump
It was uncanny. Tom Hanks as Forrest Gump looks like. Zach.
How do you think that they summon the devil to sell their soul to him?
I didn't say that.
But how does
You're
that begin?
thinking it.
Seance?
They do a seance?
You get
Yeah.
a fresh fruit. You cut it in half.
Tell you
Like,
what,
Well,
John.
I do that all the time.
Tell you what, John.
You already
Because you think it's so hocus pocus.
Yeah.
Go ahead and get some.
No, I'm not. I
Yeah,
don't.
go ahead and get some freaking chili powder.
I
Draw,
wouldn't even
draw a
touch-
demon star on this table, and then make a prayer or something.
No,
man.
I wouldn't even touch a Ouija board.
Yeah,
Don't
no
do it.
thanks. Why do I
Demons
want
are
to talk?
real.
But
But I just don't.
Zach, this is your grandfather, and I'm pissed.
I think The Rock just sold
jeez.
out heavily. But I mean, like, I don't know.
The Hawaii situation with him and Hawaii. I don't know why I sounded like. a
Oh, and
local
that's the
just
thing.
then.
He. I think he's a total fraud about the Hawaii stuff. He's from California.
That
What do
was-
you mean about it?
What,
Or like
his
that he's like
stance
Samoan
on-
and like he's
He's definitely Samoan.
like I know that's where his family's from, but you don't see me being like acting like I'm
Oh, welcome to the Irish.
yeah
Yeah,
like
that's
I'm
different.
like from like I'm playing mad into golf because I'm
That's
part
different.
Scottish or something.
I get what you're saying, but I think it's.
Are we Irish or Scottish?
I think we're just a mixed bag
See,
of
I don't know,
bland
he's
white
like-
White
folk.
people don't even care.
Yeah, we're like yeah. Once you get too white, it's just over.
Hey,
Yeah.
man.
Just like
Yeah, what do I want to dive back into my history
I
and
get
figure
that,
out
like-
that I have to be sorry about my
okay.
fourth great grandfather?
For instance, there's the song
jerk.
in Moana 2 called it's like like Chua or something. It's like he was in an interview where he's like, yeah, this song really meant a lot to me because I can't remember the word that it is, but it's something that sounds like that. He's like, because that's like a thing that we say, it's a classic phrase in Samoan, and it just like you say it anytime you're about to do like anything cool or blah blah blah.
It's like cowbug or something.
Yeah. But if it was so big, why wasn't it in the first one? And I've never heard him say it before. And he said stuff in the first one before he would do something like Yahoo!
Yeah.
Why didn't he say the Chua thing? It's
I think he dove into more of his Samoan roots when he became a character on WWE.
Like he kind of pulled that out of his butt.
When he became The Rock on like the Samoan
was
The Rock
his dad?
on his uncle
dad,
or something.
No, his dad was the WWE guy, but was he like
Mad Samoan?
Yeah.
I don't think
he
so.
He didn't look like he was.
No, I don't think so.
He honestly looked black.
Maybe his dad was black and his mom was on the Samoan side. Maybe.
You inherit a persona when you like go into the WWE.
He was not a Samoan persona, I don't feel like.
Not at the start.
He was
but that was when
he
it
had
didn't
the
work.
tattoos.
He had.
He didn't. So at first he had the longhorn tattoo.
Oh.
He had this like bull with horns on it.
He had
and then he covered it by that Samoan shoulder tattoo that you know.
Oh, he covered it up.
He covered like this bull tattoo.
He kind of looked more like a guy who rides a motorcycle persona.
Yeah.
Right.
Like Stone Cold.
Yeah. And he was in that era.
Yeah.
I think he's like bought in more to the Samoan thing.
Yeah, I see that.
I could see WWE kind of like making him kind of double down on it.
I don't think maybe
it's like, this is my roots now.
Yeah. I mean,
that's my whole thing.
Also, I think that's also fair, but I just don't remember them doing that to him.
Yeah.
Well, John Cena was like 3 different characters before he became John Cena.
Was he really?
What was he before?
He was like a white hip hop guy and like all this other stuff.
I remember the white hip hop.
I thought that's what he always was.
He had like 2 different names. Like
he always
maybe
had the
even
George down to his thing. His song was always his rap song.
It's true, it goes hard.
Can't see me,
the time is now.
You can't see me, but time is now.
Him and Rey Mysterio's were the best.
Booyaka, 6'1". It's crazy. All these guys still wrestle.
Really?
His names before he became John Cena were the Prototype. I remember that one, and Mr. P. Do not remember that one.
Mr. P.
Is that just Mr. Prototype?
He like
and the P is for Prototype.
He had like bleach, bleach blonde hair, kind of looked like the
80s.
Yeah, tight tights.
Man, well, I mean, those weren't his names. Those were just prototypes.
That's true.
Yeah. Great name.
First Prototype, then this. Yeah,
the Prototype.
We're just working on it.
His final form was John Cena.
It would have been cool. Like I feel like the Undertaker was always the Undertaker, but if he was like
look up young
if he was
Undertaker.
like the Bagel Maker before,
The Bagel Maker.
and he was like super weird.
You should look up young Undertaker. Like his he was the Undertaker, but his costume before he did like the all black stuff was way goofier. And at first, he was just a guy, like a motorcycle guy.
Yeah.
Like, just
WWE. It's on Netflix now, and I feel like that should be a continuous thing.
You know what they should do is
like
put
look at this
old
Undertaker
WWE.
costume.
Yeah, he's
He
still Undertaker.
looks like
though.
That's
like
what
a
was
mage or
version.
something.
Yeah, that was Prototype.
He look like a mage.
This is when he started. He was just wearing.
That looks like high school wrestling.
Yeah.
I like how they made him and Kane into brothers, and now Kane is like the mayor of whatever town he is from.
Yeah,
Really?
and
He's
they
getting
weren't
pretty
even
political.
brothers in real life.
What? Next you're gonna tell me Jeff Hardy and Matt Hardy aren't brothers.
They are brothers.
Oh, thank God.
And when Kane started, they had him in like full skin tight red and with like a
with a
mask.
mask on. I was like, you guys,
He was
And he had long
terrifying.
hair.
you guys know I'm
Yeah.
gonna be going for mayor one day, making me look like a freaking
Well,
psychopath.
JBL is on like Fox News, and he's some big finance guy, and he always comes out in just the underwear one. I could not imagine being one of the underwear guys. Like
yeah.
at least wear the tight pants.
Especially if you know you have an interview with Fox News 2 days
Dude,
from now.
I would be when the first time
The
I
first
saw
time
him
I
on
saw him,
Fox
I was the
News,
same
I was
thing as you.
shocked. We would be like, the first time we ever really watched wrestling that I remember was at Graham's apartment in Peachtree City. I think Jeter put it on, and we were like wrestling on the floor, and we were watching Big Show, and they were in Iraq, and Kurt Angle came out.
I remember this.
And,
Booker T.
Maybe
I
Booker
feel like
T.
Booker
Kurt
T was in
Angle
there.
was like, he won an Olympic gold medal wrestling, so he also was beast. So he was Mr. America, so he had the American singlet.
Boom.
He went out to Iraq.
Booker
Big Show,
T
I was like,
there.
look at that big mother F. He's huge.
Big Show said that?
No, I did about him.
Oh, Big Show.
He was awesome back
Massive.
then. He was just a massive guy.
I know. Shout out to WWE.
They had some great characters when we were growing up. Evidently, it must be popping off again because they bought it from Netflix. Bought it for like $5 billion, and they don't even get like all the the
They
big
got
name
Raw.
shows. They
It's
got like Monday Night Raw.
SmackDown. WWE SmackDown was the thing, and then Raw was the thing, and they were split up. So they got the Raw portion.
Raw was always better.
Is SmackDown still a thing?
Yeah,
I thought
probably.
SmackDown was more of like the A-listers, but like
No, I always felt like Raw was the A-listers.
I
and
thought John
SmackDown
Cena was on
the-
SmackDown though.
Oh, was he?
I feel like I was always
As an
looking
A-lister.
forward to
I watched them
SmackDown.
both.
Yeah, yeah.
We recorded them. We watched them both.
I was watching them on a 12-inch screen standing on my endo board like 6 inches away from the damn thing.
We watched a lot at Fairburn downstairs though too because we
That's what I was
recorded on
talking
that
about.
TV. No, not in
Little
the
tiny
bedroom.
screen, I was standing
In
like
the living
it was,
room.
Oh,
We
I was
watched it on
talking
the living
about
room,
the
too.
bunk. Me and John used to do this thing. We like for like 4 years or something. We lived we had bunk beds. I was on the top bunk. John was on the bottom bunk, and we played this game where we
This is
had
a crazy game that we used to play.
we had this like this cylinder. You know what it is? Of like just empty
Blank CDs.
blank
Yeah.
CDs, just that 75, 100. And we would just take them, and we would stand about in this room that was 10 feet
As far
apart,
as we are from each other right now.
and just freaking,
Blink 'em.
yeah, just
Take turns
hose
hosing them at
and
each
they
other?
would just like curve real quick, and then
Because
they
you
would
couldn't throw them
smash.
straight.
Yeah.
They would just like spin around, but you were always. I mean, we would throw them hard and shit. Like
I don't
they would
remember
break
anybody
in half.
ever getting hurt though.
No, I don't either. But it's crazy. They would like snap in half on the wall, and then we would just
Grab another disc.
or throw them
Time
around with the serrated edge,
Yeah.
and it would just like curl around the guy.
You know how funny it would have been if you just sliced my carotid right there.
It would have been terrible. But I mean,
I
honestly,
feel like we were like the last generation of like.
Oh, no, kids are still doing that.
they're still roughhousing doing dumb stuff.
They're still roughhousing?
Kids still
For sure.
roughhouse.
Thank
Absolutely.
God.
If WWE still pops off, kids are still roughhouse.
Kids are
Kids will be
Finn?
kids.
Yeah, Finn roughhouse.
Finn's a roughhouser. Sometimes he's messing around with my softer nephews, and I'm like, listen, man,
I saw after that.
you gotta chill out.
He's got a whole year on him too.
Yeah, true.
Be fair to the
the softer
Softies.
Be fair on the
All
softer.
right, y'all done?
Yeah, I'm done. That was fun.
Thank you, Trump 2025. Make a ton of money. Intro us out, Hudson.